introduction.
Your computer just explodes, right?
The cops burst into the
bang
door.
sound and you screaming, and then the audio cuts out.
What a great first episode.
Bunch of shrapnel.
So it's so this podcast is going to be a little bit different.
One where my computer explodes randomly, and that's when the episode ends.
It's one of the changes.
The episode ends when there's a loud bang, and you go ah, and then
It's a little bit of a new tradition on this thing.
it could be 10 minutes in, it could be 18 minutes in. No one knows.
We do a Patreon, and it's just funding my new computer constantly.
Funding your new computer for every episode.
Every episode.
We're like, why do they keep exploding? The medical bills that have to. Fuck.
All right.
Okay. We're good. My stomach hurts. Okay.
Right.
Hey, welcome to another episode of Wait a second.
Oh, what? What is that you're saying?
What is this?
Interesting. It's not Sadsoul, I can tell you that
It
much.
is not Sadsoul, and thank God. Am I right, everyone? Huh?
But good time and great memories, and we all knew it and loved it. But it's time to move on to something else that is, what is it called? Hope you
Feel better.
feel better. That's it. That's the one. It's a brand new podcast for all of us to enjoy.
Right.
But Mitch, or
I like
but
to.
Mitch.
No, who was that first person? Bring
I
them
don't
back.
know
They
him.
sounded hot.
Hey Mitch.
Oh yeah.
Hey, hey, Mitch. What is this or what happened to Sadsoul?
Sadsoul was depressing.
Yeah, simple as that. Enough said. I was actually having this argument with my friend about
Myself.
Enough said. About enough said. He was saying that when you say enough said, you're supposed to do an elbow where you like elbow the person next to you, and I was saying no one's ever done that. That's not part of it.
No.
But I was just saying that I wanted to make that my new catchphrase. Enough said.
And then
But
you
Sad
elbow the
Soul-
microphone every time and it just falls over.
Sadsoul was a little bit too sad, and there was a bit too much advice too.
Yeah.
It's part of it.
So there was too much sad, too much
Definitely
advice.
too much soul. Definitely.
Yeah.
Too
And
much
either of us
soul.
have souls, so the whole thing was a bit of a lie.
Yeah. But here's the thing. A couple of points real quick. One, we had we answered just about everything you can say in terms of the questions we were getting. You can only say so much about anxiety, depression besides
That's very true.
see a professional. Two, what makes us qualified to give advice? We sort of started realizing that 100 episodes in.
Yeah, I think that was the saddest thing to me personally about Sadsoul Advice Club is that each time we would pick questions, we would log into the email and just see a bunch of people that needed like genuine help. Like not from us, but like help. Yeah. And they were writing in, and it sucks because there's nothing I could really say to those people other than we are not qualified to be guiding you through this, and you should seek professional help. And I feel like that's why our answers were a little samey sometimes, unless they were like fun and about like, I don't know,
smoking cigarettes,
ghost stories, and just like cool stuff like that, which I love, and I think it's great. So this podcast is, I want to say it's a bit of the opposite, but it's not, because it's just Sadsoul without the questions. But
but it's a lot of the good parts.
A lot of banter,
a lot of riffing. I'm not talking about guitar.
And I am. But that doesn't mean people still can't write to us. Is that right?
And no pun intended. That is right.
I didn't notice that.
Oh yeah. What was there? What's this? Okay, first of all, this is a bit of a temporary email. And we'll change,
yeah.
and it'll be a lot better. It's like kind of the like Kanye West Life of Pablo situation where we're constantly improving the podcast.
Right.
As
so
it
the
goes
first
on.
improvement will be that we'll have a better email, hopefully by the next episode. Can I tell them what happened?
Yes.
Okay.
Please.
So we're frantically setting up an email so that we can record this episode and that we can give it out. And as I'm logging into to my domain provider, I mess up my login and they lock me out of the account. And this is all of my domains. This is every website that I have is a part of this account. They lock me out and I say, ooh, that's bad. I'll just reset my password. I don't know that email anymore. So I go, I guess I'll just call them. They asked me for my security number or something like that. I gave every number that I knew and they were like, well, that's not it either. And I was like, what do I do?
Number.
And they were basically like, you have to like send in like a government ID or something to us, and then we'll unlock it maybe. And it's
steal your
this big long
identity.
thing. So trying to set up this email, I accidentally locked myself out of every single website that I own. And now I'm very scared. You can say I'm very nervous because I don't know what I'm going to do. So we can't actually set up a good email just yet, but we do have a Gmail set up.
I gotta say this. Too bad there's not another Sad Soul Advice Club so they could give you advice about the situation.
Okay, I'm hitting stop record right now. I won't have you talking to me
They would
like
give
that.
you advice about it.
Yeah, this is all very scary and it's all happening right now. But I was making the guy laugh on the phone a lot. He was just like, well, we need this number. And I was like, is it a 4-digit? And he was like, yeah. I was like, I can't imagine any other than these. Like, well, you have one more guess. And then I said to him, it feels like I'm on a fucking game show right now. And then he he laughed. It was like a hearty belly laugh. And I was like, yeah, well, help me still though. Help me if I'm so funny.
Oh, if I'm so funny now, then
yeah. If I'm such a likable fucking person, Mario, that is what his name was.
Just come on, just give me the password. Just let me in.
Yeah.
Just let me on in.
I said,
what's the email?
I said, hey, wait, no, hold on. I said, hey Mario, call me Princess Peach because I need rescuing. I need you to help me. My password
I was thinking of this joke.
Yes.
Oh, I was thinking this joke lately. It's been in my head. I've been saying it in my head. I say this. Well, it's more of a sentence. Okay. Dr. Mario is my real life doctor. Dr. Mario, the cartoon character, is my doctor in real life.
You're saying this on your deathbed as you couldn't get any actual help for your ailment. You're like, oh my God, Christian, you look terrible. You're like, Dr. Mario. You're going to love this one. Dr. Mario is my doctor.
The cartoon character Dr. Mario from the game Mario.
Yeah. Well, he's actually from the
email?
game Dr. Mario. Oh, yeah. So you guys can still write to us at what's the temporary one we set up? Feel Better Show. Yeah, that was it.
At gmail.com.
feelbettershow@gmail.com. Now the cool thing about this is that even after this episode, you can still use that email, but I really suggest using the other one. It'll all go to the same place. But for now,
so what are you wanting people to write?
Something.
Anything.
Yeah. In fact, I'm not even. Should we go so far as to say I'm not against giving advice? Because that's dumb, right? But I don't. I think small things, or I think just about this person's day, or about I like relationship problems. I don't like I'm gonna kill myself next week. Will you join me?
Nothing to like about
weird
that.
stuff.
Yeah.
Too heavy, too weird. But if it's like, hey, I'm in a bit of a pickle, and it's especially interesting and sort of funny, we'd love to read that on the show.
Mm-hmm. And you can ask questions just about our favorite something. Or
that's fun too.
What do we think about this? Or you can even just write in something about your day, or something, a story, or something for us to just read that would be beautiful. But try not to. And I think we could. I believe, although I haven't discussed it with Mitch.
If you send pictures of yourself, I'm like, what? Absolutely not. We'll fucking rate you Onision style.
Good thing this episode's getting deleted. We can. Oh, audio submissions. That's what I was thinking.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that is cool.
Yeah. So you can do audio submissions just like the old times. Nothing's not referring to anything specific, but yes, you can do audio submissions and just, I mean, don't try not to make it too long if you're writing in, not too much of a read. I think we might be trading off this time reading.
Right. I truly don't enjoy reading.
I can't. Well, yeah, I'm okay at reading.
I can't read.
But I can't read either.
Please audio submissions.
That's one of my problems. One of my many. And otherwise, the podcast, it's gonna be fun.
I think it's gonna be fun. Yeah,
it's gonna have some segments.
Yeah, that's true. We do have some segments lined up. None that we're doing currently, but episode 1, we will start off with segments and hopefully reading some stuff from you guys and talking and bantering and nothing else. That's about it.
Not too much else. Nope. But that's the new podcast. I hope you're excited for it. And if you're not, then, well, haters, you already know the deal.
Yeah.
Also, I've got this. Haters make me do the ice bucket challenge every day when I walk out of my front door.
That's a good one. I had a funny, was it a tweet? It must have been a tweet about the ice bucket challenge years ago where it was like, I did the ice bucket challenge, except like when it falls on me, there's just little, there are hundreds of little slips of paper that just say Coney 2012. And it's really just a Coney thing. And I'm like, we'll find them.
I think Coney is back.
Better than ever.
Very similar to this podcast. Coney is a lot like this podcast. I think he's coming back. I think he's really going to cause some chaos.
So,
Mitch, I wanted to... Oh,
yes. No, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. Oh, never mind.
No, you said, Mitch, I wanted to, and then you stopped.
Could have been anything.
I know, so my mind is racing.
Heartbeat won't stop.
Please, just tell me.
You want to guess a little bit more?
No, God, no. It could be anything.
I'm a little bit of a GoDaddy type situation.
Oh.
I was thinking, I was going to ask you about if you ever as a kid played tennis, but then I remember we were talking about it recently and you said that you had some sort of property with a tennis court.
That's right.
And you
That's
played.
Right.
So I cut myself off, but that was a very beautiful
I
thing.
lived on a property, which, I mean, I was not so blessed and so wealthy as to live on this property, as in I like owned the property or my father owned the property or anything like that. It was this giant, like many acres property that it was this ranch that my dad managed. So we had a house on the property. It was very, very, very chill environment as a teenager. That's actually where I started Flat Sound and everything. These like extremely wealthy people had like a main mansion house on the property, and my dad has always really been into agriculture, and he managed the fruit trees and, you know, the watering system, the well, all that stuff on the property. He made everything there certified organic. He was there for years, and I sort of grew up there, at least through my teenage years. And they had a tennis court, and they were only there, like this was like their third home. So they were there like maybe one weekend out of the month. So it was a very chill environment because I used to just like sneak into the large mansion type house and like bring people over there. We'd have parties. They had a tennis court. They had golf carts. Ooh. It was chill. I had a better life then than I have now. That was such a cool thing. But yes, to answer your question, I have played tennis because there was a tennis court there. And I didn't play it nearly as much as I should have because tennis is, for some reason, very fun to me now.
It's really fun.
May I ask why you asked that?
I asked because I have been thinking about tennis a lot lately.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to someone lately that said they played tennis in middle school and that I might start, having a few games in the near future. It's a very fun thing. I need some conditioning. I need some exercise. And it's just a fun time.
I think my problem is that I would never like play tennis at like a public court. Like the only reason that I played even when I was younger is because it was like this giant tennis court on a property where no one could ever see me. And then I would like play as a teenager, and also I was like really emo as a teenager. So it was just a funny sight to just have me running around.
They should have more emo tennis players,
or any.
That's
that would be great.
It would be. Imagine if I have two things. One, an entirely emo sports league. Two, if not to like classify. Because, I've been there, emo as, anyways, okay. What's your mic setup like?
My mic?
Yeah, where are you right now? What are you wearing?
Oh, you want to get off the subject of you calling yourself emo?
Just all of it.
Blue. I'm actually going to answer even though it's
what size? Say sizes too.
Sizes of the clothes I'm wearing?
And brands.
I don't want to because
okay.
I'm wearing a Flat Sound shirt.
Right.
But
well,
brand,
don't you want to say what brand
level
it is?
3600.
Okay.
I'm in my comfies. I'm
soft.
wearing super soft, very very soft, and affordable too. If you go to shop.flatsound.org, you can actually pick one up for what is it, $16 for a next level? Oh my god!
What is that? That's the price of a movie. That's cheap as dirt.
Wow, I'm good. PJ Bottoms.
Okay.
From Forever 21. So they're a little fitted. My joggers are a little fitted right now, and they feel great. They feel good. All
What's
cotton.
on your feet?
Socks.
Okay. What size?
The size socks? Just socks. I have no idea.
Okay. What's around you? Where are you sitting?
Sitting on my bed. Around me, tons of trash. I need to clean. If people could see where I'm sitting right now, they would be like, "Oh yeah, he suffers from depression."
Introduce my new segment.
Sure.
The video segment.
Yeah, where I just show it's a bit of a vlog actually. Yeah, people would look at all this and just be like, "Oh, okay, no, I understand Flat Sound more now. This is some sad shit." There's there's two identical empty chip bags next to me. I finished one and then finished another one and still haven't thrown either of them away. Trash, paper towels, well, God knows what.
Oh gosh.
Keyboards, music stuff, plates of food. Oh, this is an eye opener for me. I'm changing tomorrow. No, it's usually not this bad. I've just been really busy lately.
If only we could do a little like classic nod to the old podcast where you tweet a picture of you.
Oh yeah, I won't tweet this. That's for sure.
Yeah, I don't expect you
this
to.
This would be no. Oh God.
I actually had a little script written out. The only thing on it is I wanted to list a few brands that I wanted to shout out.
Okay, let's hear them.
And do with that, these brands, if they're listening, do with it what you will. But right.
My contact info if you wanted to send me some money.
Okay, here we go. Pepsi,
that's a good
Toyota,
one.
Ford, Lay's potato chips, McDonald's, Burger King, Under Armour.
Cool.
There we go.
Can I name some?
Yes, please do.
Old Spice.
Oh, not bad at all. Not half bad.
Gatorade.
You just can't get better than that.
Rachel Ray. Can't. As a brand and not a person, okay. Like her pots and pans.
Not bad.
And
I'll take it.
Fuck it. Wendy's. Wendy's. It's Wendy's.
It's Wendy's. You already know what it is. It's Wendy's here. This is the kind of stuff you can expect from this new podcast.
We name brands. Hey, hey, actually, that'd be a cool segment where it's like, hey, we name brands, and it's like name brand.
I was just saying that. I was just saying something like that.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
I was saying, and we're not talking about, or it's, yeah, no name.
Very good.
We aren't talking, yeah.
Very good. Not bad. Thank God I said it louder.
Well, this is a lot of piled up material. You know, Mitch and I we didn't move. We didn't blink for hours before the podcast because just when we're sitting there, it's just all a big risk of, you know, funny material, great jokes, kind of getting out.
I'm so scared that I'm going to say anything funny or interesting when the microphone isn't on and people can't, like, praise me for it, you know?
You need praise. It just goes to waste if people aren't hearing it. It's like the tree in the forest type of situation, but with jokes.
Yeah, like I'm being serious right now, and this isn't even a bit. Like when I say a joke to myself and it's funny, and no one can hear it.
Classic funny jokes.
Yeah, it just destroys me. I feel like, oh, that sucks. You know, like fuck, that was my one shot, and I can't just recreate it. So I'll actually just I'll cry. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I'll actually break down I'm like, it's not like, oh, I'm just crying. Like I'm sobbing. I'm actually, I weep. Yeah.
It's fair. I think you're in good company. It's not just you that does that. I'm not going to say who else would do something like that. Something so ridiculous and repulsive, but some of us do it as well.
But his name started with an H. And it rhymed with Bitler. Is that considered a Hitler joke? Am I making light of what that horrid man did? You think people will listen to that and be like, ooh, that's like, we don't joke about him. But I don't know, it wasn't a
Well, I think now that you're saying it, you're talking about it. I think if we really
break it down, yes, it was bad. We can agree on that.
Once again, this is the kind of stuff you can expect from this new podcast, guys.
I actually had I had a funny idea, and again, this is not a Hitler joke. That's how I preface all my conversations.
That's how you preface everything.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm gonna say something, and again, this is not quote pro Hitler, but you know, you decide. Where it falls on the sliding scale on whether or not things are pro-Hitler.
Before you like greet someone every time.
I just need you to know that everything I say beyond this point could be perceived. No, like when people say like, I want to make this celebrity kind of money, I want to make that Oprah money, you know, I want to make that blah money. It'd be funny if a person like started saying, oh, I want to make that Hitler money, and they're like, what? Why Hitler? And it's like, he was rich, and you're like, but why him?
Oh wow.
Like, but why on earth that person?
Was he rich?
Yeah, super wealthy.
We shouldn't get into this.
I actually learned that recently. He was extremely, extremely wealthy. Of course he was. In fact, it was a video I was watching on like who gets, who now receives the royalties to his book, essentially, because his only surviving blood, they have obviously not accepted the money. And are so ashamed of what their own bloodline has done that they have agreed to not reproduce as to not carry on his bloodline any longer. Isn't that interesting?
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're making the right decision, I think.
Right. Of course. Yes.
It's a good morally sound way to.
I don't think I entirely agree that it's like, oh, I got a bit of Hitler blood in me. I'm gonna do what he did. I think it was all essentially taught, but that's not for who knows. I don't know. Yeah, don't reproduce it. I'm not saying you should. You shouldn't. I'm just saying it's worth a shot. Yeah.
So this podcast has more Hitler talk than the last one.
Than I would prefer
so far. Yeah, it's on that side. It's on the more
one
side.
last thing. and then we could not talk about it forever, hopefully. I roll up my sleeve. There's a tattoo. No, I did get this recently. No, if there on that video I was watching, it was like, who gets the royalties to this? And I was like, it's so crazy. You can even buy that book. You what is it called again? Mein Kampf.
Wouldn't know.
So it's crazy. So I'm like,
I
you can
almost said
purchase
something
that
real
book. You
bad.
can purchase that horrible. You have to pay money, and then you'll read it. And people are just buying it. They just sell it on Amazon. So I looked it up on Amazon, and it's like author Adolf Hitler, and yeah, you can buy his book right there on Amazon. And apparently, like all the proceeds to it, like it's weird. It's this complicated thing where all of them go toward an organization that's supposed to be really beneficial for something, but even they won't accept the money. So it's like, well, who's getting the money? That's pretty strange. But what sucked was that I was like, oh, this is going to be in my Amazon history. People are just going to, oh man, this is just going to be there for a while. It's just going to be like
going right through your Amazon history.
Mm-hmm. And I'm like, oops, I added it to my wish list.
You always got to leave up your Amazon history. You know, 5 flat screens.
Right.
200 Wii's. It's kind of a, where you, it's like leaving your check where you buy a bunch of stuff and you leave it out to impress people.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
sort of
that's
that
tight.
sort of joke, like that concept I'm doing.
Sometimes I think that my mailman, like, he must think I'm a cool, important person because he's always delivering shit to my house, even though he doesn't know it's just stupid stuff from Amazon. Or rather, when, like, a USPS or a UPS person delivers, like, I don't know, if I'm getting a new shipment of like vinyl or something, or if I'm getting like new sweatshirts or something, and they come in like 6, 7, 10 different boxes. I wonder if they're sitting there thinking like, what is he doing? But like they legally can't ask, right? Like they can't be like, hey, what's in the box?
I had a pretty
sometimes
rude
I just want
encounter with a mailman lately. He was pretty. The guy was mean. The guy was bad. He's a bad man. But
Why?
he's probably,
What'd he do?
Shouts out. But I've had some good mailman interactions, mailwoman as well.
Why was
and
he bad?
Everything in between.
He threw the package at you, at your head.
I can't even get into it. I just can't.
He walked up and he was wearing both of your packages as shoes. He had his feet in the boxes, sliding.
Playing hacky sack with them. I've been
Which is
eating
appropriate 'cause there
barbecue
was that.
sauce on everything. I like the idea
what kind?
of. I like the freedom of knowing this podcast episode may not exist anymore soon. The deletion
like we
aspect.
might delete it? Yeah.
Yeah, you can just be a loose cannon.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we should do that with all the episodes.
Yeah, let's just live stream after this. Wait a second. I want to talk a little bit about the barbecue sauce.
Okay.
What kind? Are we talking some
Sweet Baby Ray's.
Oh,
Sweet
yeah,
Baby
I got
Ray's.
it right.
Sweet
Wow,
Baby
that's
Ray's.
crazy.
Yeah.
Another endorsement right there. We're gonna make Hitler money. We really are. Okay, I need to stop this bit. People are gonna think I'm serious.
Once again. Also another thing. A thing about brands is if you say enough of them or like include enough of them, it's obvious that you're not sponsored by
Right.
them, and then it just crosses a line of just being good. Talking about brands actually becomes good when you've said enough of them. It's like an unlock. It's like you cross a line.
Yeah, I think
good line.
or even like receiving a sponsor in an ironic way would be really funny. Like
That would be funny. Laughing to the bank.
Yeah. Hey, we
This
would
is
be
hilarious.
just giggling and laughing all over just peeling out in a Porsche. Or drifting off in a sports car. Am I right?
Oh, iTunes.
Pretty good.
Much? Spotify much?
Yeah. Pay us much?
I'm wishing for
For a fat
for a
check
new-
in the future.
So just some joking, guys. Just joking around.
Yeah, we're good.
Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. That's the good stuff.
What is the... here's some trivia for you. Hot sauce trivia. Sauce trivia. We'll call it just sauce trivia. That's a new
That's
segment.
good.
Here's some sauce
That's a
trivia
good
for you.
segment.
Yeah, it is actually. Or like a little like sauce quiz that I'm going to give you.
Sauce quiz is really good.
What brand of sauce has the tagline, "I put that shit on everything"? Do you know it?
I'm gonna have to phone.
Don't look it up. I want to see if you know it or if anybody
No, I don't
listening
look it up.
knows it. I'm sure people listening know it.
Sriracha.
It is not sriracha. Why would sriracha why would sriracha of all the rooster sauce that's in all Asian restaurants are just like, yeah, I put that shit on everything.
I don't know, like Killer Mike's hot sauce, something like that.
Frank's Red Hot. So
oh.
yeah, it is a
I
name.
love Frank's Red Hot.
We all love
sauce.
Frank's Red Hot's hot sauce.
I was just eating it I think last month I was eating it. It got all over my clothes. But it's good stuff.
I'm still covered in it, actually.
Yeah, this is Frank's Red Hot.
Frank's Red Hot has the tagline, "I put that shit on everything." And I just knew that off the top of my head. I could be wrong. I don't think I'm wrong. Sriracha, I'm pretty sure, doesn't have a tagline. But did you know that Hui Fong Foods, I always thought that this sriracha sauce was like, it's traditional. It's made in another country, or at very least the recipe comes from another country. But no, sriracha as we know it, with the green cap, the rooster sauce, Hui Fong Foods is based in, I want to say somewhere in California, somewhere like that, and does not taste anything. Yeah, I make. I don't want to brag, but I'm a fucking millionaire. That is not traditional sriracha hot sauce. In fact, I'm pretty sure, if I'm really digging deep into my memory, there's like a town somewhere actually called Sriracha.
I heard that in the town where they make sriracha, it's the sriracha, whatever they're making it with, there's like a haze all over the town, and it burns people's eyes and throats.
True. Yes. I don't know if that's still the case, but I do know that at the place that they are manufacturing it in the U.S., someplace in California, that town, it's very common to just sort of smell it through the air, and it burns your eyes, and it's sort of an annoying thing because so much of it is being pumped out at all times. I'm liking sauce trivia already.
I'm really liking it, and I can't get enough either.
Not bad. This is really good.
I just can't get enough. Also, I want to say, my dad, he
hates sauce trivia.
Green Tabasco sauce. This is what he says. Every time I'm around him or getting food with him, he says, "I put this on everything." He says that.
Yeah.
This stuff is good on everything. He says that every single time. He just loves this stuff.
Trying to have an honest conversation with him, and you're like, "Dad, please, I really need advice." He's like, "I put this on everything." I can't
stop talking about green Tabasco.
I haven't had green Tabasco in a long time, but I enjoy it. I like it. I remember liking it, at least. Do you like Tabasco in general? Like, do you like those like vinegar-based sauces?
Yes.
I do too. They're good.
It's really good.
It's good.
I feel like I was like had an impulse that it would be funny to end the episode right now.
Let's follow that impulse.
All right. See you later.